In Chapter 2, we're going to try to help you become a more active listener and a more perceptive listener. The goal in this chapter is to help you learn more about what's involved in the science of making music and the elements involved in a musical style or sound or even just a song. If you are using the older chapter, or the older book, which would be the 6th edition of the World of Music, then you need to be worrying about chapters 2 and 3. In the newer one, those two chapters were combined to be just chapter 2. Alright, and onward we go. Defining music is highly personal. There's not that many definitions that will cover all people's version of what music really is. The most definitive statement you can make about music is to say that all musical styles and musical compositions include elements of sound and time. Even if they're spacey and don't really have a definitive beat or groove, that would still be an element of time, the fact that they do not. So all music does include elements of sound and time. That is the law. But as far as a further definition, the book gives us 3, and these are up to you to decide what you think of them. Sound that is pleasing to the ear. Well, that's a very open definition. A lot of people would go with that definition. Oh, that's just lovely. That's music to my ear. That's so pleasing. But a lot of the music you will hear in this class, you'll probably not particularly like. Even if you grow to like it, it may strike you as rather unpleasing at first. But does that not make it music? Again, that's somewhat of a personal definition. Now, sound and silence organized in time, that's a second definition they give you. That's probably closer to a more definitive definition, but a car engine is sound and silence organized in time, each piston striking. Do you call a car engine music? I'm sort of a motorhead, and when I hear a Corvette engine just purring along nice and pretty, it's kind of musical to my ears. But is it really music? Again, it's a very personal statement. And finally, sound you want to hear as music is music. Some people like to hear birds chirping. Say, oh, that's music to my ears. Great, okay. Kind of like this same definition, though, is sound that is pleasing to the ear. Anything that you want to hear as music can be music. I would say that's a fairly accurate statement. But as you learn more and more of the elements involved in music, you may find it harder to use that definition, because it does leave a lot of things out, and it puts a lot of things into the musical world that probably should not be defined as such.